Welcome back to Mythstory and Legends, where we dive into the realms of gods, heroes, and epic tales from ancient mythology. Today, we're taking a deep dive, quite literally, into the life and legends of Poseidon, the formidable Greek god of the sea, earthquakes, storms, and horses. So, sit back, relax, and prepare to be swept away by the turbulent tides of Poseidon's story. In the beginning, there was chaos, a primordial void from which sprang forth the first deities. Among them were Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth. From their union came the Titans, and it was from these Titans that the Olympian gods emerged. Poseidon was born to the Titans Cronus and Rhe, making him a brother to Zeus, Hades, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia. But his early life was far from peaceful. Cronus, fearing that his children would overthrow him as he had his own father, swallowed each one at birth. Rhe, desperate to save her youngest, Zeus, tricked Cronus by giving him a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes. Zeus grew up in secret, and when he was of age, he waged a war against his father. With the help of Metis, who provided him with an emetic potion, Zeus forced Cronus to regurgitate his siblings. Thus, Poseidon was freed, emerging into a world ripe for conflict and change. As a child of Cronus and Rhe, Poseidon's destiny was intertwined with the cosmic struggle for power that defined the early days of Greek mythology. His liberation marked the beginning of a new era. Poseidon, Zeus, and Hades, now free from their father's tyranny, joined forces to overthrow the Titans in a cataclysmic battle known as the Titanomachy. This epic conflict raged for 10 years, with the Olympians ultimately emerging victorious. The aftermath of the Titanomachy saw the world transform. The once mighty Titans were cast into Tartarus, a dark and desolate abyss far beneath the surface of the earth. With the Titans defeated, the three brothers stood at the dawn of a new age, poised to divide the cosmos among themselves. This division was not without its tensions and rivalries, for the balance of power among the gods was delicate and often fraught with conflict. Poseidon's role in this new order was as vital as it was daunting. As the god of the sea, his realm was vast and untamed, stretching from the surface of the oceans to the deepest trenches of the abyss. The sea was a place of mystery and danger, teeming with creatures both wondrous and terrifying. It was a realm that required a firm and powerful hand, and Poseidon was more than up to the task. Poseidon's family ties were intricate and often complicated. His siblings, each with their own domains and responsibilities, were both allies and rivals. Zeus, as the king of the gods, held the highest authority, and his relationship with Poseidon was marked by both cooperation and competition. Hades, the ruler of the underworld, maintained a more distant, but equally significant presence in Poseidon's life. Poseidon's domain was not limited to the sea alone. He was also known as the god of earthquakes, a title that spoke to his immense power and influence over the very earth itself. When Poseidon struck the ground with his trident, the earth trembled and mountains crumbled. This dual aspect of his nature, both the sea and the earth, made Poseidon a figure of immense importance and fearsome power. In the depths of his underwater palace, Poseidon ruled with a combination of majesty and menace. His palace, an opulent structure of coral and gems, lay beneath the waves near Aegae, where he resided with his queen, Amphitrite. This palace was a place of wonder, filled with treasures and marvels from the depths of the ocean. It was also a place of mystery, where the boundaries between the mortal world and the divine realm blurred. Poseidon's court was populated by a diverse array of beings, from mermaids and sea nymphs to monstrous creatures like the fearsome Charybdis and the serpentine Scylla. These beings, both beautiful and terrifying, reflected the dual nature of the sea itself, a place of both beauty and danger. The story of Poseidon's origins and family is a tale of struggle, power, and the eternal conflict between order and chaos. It is a story that sets the stage for the many adventures and conflicts that define Poseidon's mythos. As we delve deeper into the life and legends of Poseidon, we will uncover the many facets of his character and the enduring legacy of his rule over the sea. After the defeat of Cronus and the Titans, the three brothers, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, divided the realms of the universe among themselves. This division was not a simple or easy process. It was a momentous decision that would shape the destiny of the cosmos and the lives of gods and mortals alike. To determine their domains, the brothers drew lots. Zeus, with his characteristic luck and ambition, drew the lot for the sky, becoming the king of the gods and the ruler of the heavens. Hades, ever the dark and brooding figure, drew the lot for the underworld, taking on the somber duty of ruling over the realm of the dead. Poseidon, with his fierce and untamed spirit, drew the lot for the sea, embracing the vast and unpredictable domain of the oceans. Poseidon's kingdom was a realm of endless wonder and peril. The sea, with its boundless expanse and hidden depths, was a world unto itself. It was a place where mortals rarely ventured and where gods held sway with absolute power. Poseidon's rule over the sea was both a privilege and a responsibility, for the oceans were home to countless creatures and held untold mysteries. Poseidon's trident, a three-pronged spear forged by the Cyclopes, was both a symbol of his power and a tool of his dominion. With this mighty weapon, Poseidon could stir the seas into a frenzy, summon towering waves, and unleash devastating storms. But his trident was also a symbol of creation and control. With a single strike, he could calm the raging waters, create new islands, and even summon fresh water springs from the earth. The division of realms among the brothers also brought a balance to the world. Zeus's rule over the sky represented order and authority. Hades' dominion over the underworld represented the inevitability of death and the passage of souls, and Poseidon's command of the sea represented the raw, untamed power of nature. Together, they maintained the equilibrium of the universe, each in their own unique way. Poseidon's influence extended far beyond the sea. As the god of earthquakes, he wielded the power to shake the very foundations of the earth. When angered, Poseidon could cause the ground to tremble and crack, unleashing devastating earthquakes that toppled cities and reshaped landscapes. This fearsome aspect of his power earned him the title Earthshaker, a reminder of his ability to alter the world with a single strike of his trident. Poseidon's relationship with his brothers was complex and multifaceted. While they shared a common goal in maintaining the balance of the cosmos, their individual ambitions and personalities often led to conflict. Zeus, as the king of the gods, held the highest authority, but Poseidon was not one to be easily subdued. His fierce independence and pride often put him at odds with Zeus, leading to power struggles and disputes. Despite these tensions, the brothers also relied on each other. In times of great crisis, they would come together to face common threats. Their combined strength was a formidable force, capable of overcoming even the most daunting challenges. This unity, though fragile, was a testament to the enduring bond of family and the shared responsibility of ruling the cosmos. Poseidon's realm was also a place of beauty and wonder. The underwater world was teeming with life, from the smallest fish to the mightiest sea monsters. Coral reefs, kelp forests, and underwater caves formed a breathtaking landscape, filled with vibrant colors and diverse ecosystems. This world was both a sanctuary and a kingdom, where Poseidon ruled with a combination of awe-inspiring power and benevolent protection. In the depths of the ocean, Poseidon's palace stood as a testament to his grandeur and authority. This magnificent structure, adorned with precious gems and shimmering pearls, was a place of both opulence and mystery. It was here that Poseidon held court, surrounded by his loyal subjects and advisors. The palace was a hub of activity, where the affairs of the sea were managed and the fates of mortals and gods alike were decided. Poseidon's dominion over the sea also brought him into contact with other deities and beings. The sea was a crossroads of sorts, where the realms of gods, mortals, and mythical creatures intersected. Poseidon's interactions with these beings were as varied as the ocean itself. Some were allies and friends, while others were rivals and enemies. These relationships added depth and complexity to Poseidon's character, revealing the many facets of his personality and the challenges of his rule. As the ruler of the sea, Poseidon's influence was felt far and wide. Sailors prayed to him for safe passage, and coastal communities built temples in his honor. His name was invoked in times of need, and his wrath was feared by those who dared to defy him. Poseidon's presence was a constant reminder of the power and unpredictability of the sea, a force that could bring both prosperity and destruction. In the grand tapestry of Greek mythology, Poseidon's story is one of power, mystery, and the eternal struggle for balance. His dominion over the sea and his role in the division of realms highlight the intricate and interwoven nature of the god's influence on the world. As we continue to explore Poseidon's myths and legends, we will uncover the many adventures and conflicts that define his legacy and the enduring impact of his rule over the sea. Poseidon's most iconic symbol is his trident, a three-pronged spear forged by the Cyclopes. This powerful weapon is much more than a mere tool. It is an extension of Poseidon's very essence, embodying his dominion over the sea and his formidable power. The trident's creation is steeped in myth and mystery. According to legend, it was forged by the Cyclopes, the master smiths of the gods, during the Titanomachy. The Cyclopes, with their unparalleled skill and craftsmanship, imbued the trident with the essence of the sea itself, making it a weapon of unparalleled power. With this trident, Poseidon could command the oceans, control the weather, and even shake the earth. Poseidon's mastery of the trident was a testament to his prowess and authority. With a single strike, he could calm the raging seas, bringing tranquility to storm-tossed waters. This power made him a revered and respected deity among sailors and fishermen, who prayed to him for safe passage and bountiful catches. In times of peril, Poseidon's trident was a beacon of hope, a symbol of his protective presence over those who traversed the treacherous waters. But the trident was also a symbol of Poseidon's wrath. When angered, Poseidon could use his trident to unleash devastating storms, sending towering waves crashing upon the shores and sinking ships into the depth. His fury was as unpredictable as the sea itself, and those who incurred his wrath faced the full force of his destructive power. Poseidon's temper was legendary, and his vengeance was swift and merciless. One of the most vivid examples of Poseidon's wrath can be found in the story of Odysseus. After the Greek hero blinded Poseidon's son, the Cyclops Polyphemus, Poseidon vowed to make Odysseus's journey home as difficult as possible. For 10 long years, Poseidon pursued Odysseus across the seas, unleashing storms and obstacles at every turn. The hero's prolonged voyage was a testament to Poseidon's relentless pursuit of justice and retribution. Poseidon's powers extended beyond the sea to encompass the earth itself. As the god of earthquakes, Poseidon could cause the ground to tremble and crack with a single strike of his trident. This fearsome ability earned him the title Earthshaker, and his presence was often felt in the aftermath of natural disasters. Earthquakes and tsunamis were seen as manifestations of Poseidon's anger, reminders of his immense power and the delicate balance between the land and the sea. Despite his fearsome reputation, Poseidon was also a creator and a protector. He used his trident to shape the world, creating new lands and calming the seas. One of the most famous examples of his creative power is the island of Delos. According to myth, Poseidon raised the island from the depths of the sea to provide a sanctuary for Leto, the mother of Apollo and Artemis. This act of creation demonstrated Poseidon's ability to bring forth new life and provide refuge in times of need. Poseidon's influence extended to the realm of horses, another symbol of his power. He was often depicted driving a chariot pulled by magnificent steeds, their hooves striking sparks from the waves as they galloped across the sea. Poseidon's connection to horses is reflected in his epithet, Hippios, meaning of horses. He was revered as the creator of the horse, a creature that embodied strength, beauty, and speed. The story of Poseidon's creation of the horse is a fascinating tale. According to legend, Poseidon desired the love of Demeter, the goddess of the harvest. To win her favor, he created the first horse, a creature of unparalleled grace and power. However, Demeter was not easily swayed and requested that Poseidon create the most beautiful creature in the world. After many attempts, Poseidon finally succeeded, and the horse became one of his most enduring symbols. Poseidon's connection to horses also extended to his offspring. One of his most famous sons was Pegasus, the winged horse that sprang from the blood of Medusa when she was slain by Perseus. Pegasus, a creature of myth and legend, embodied the dual nature of Poseidon's power, both majestic and fearsome. The image of Pegasus soaring through the sky with thunderous wings is a testament to Poseidon's creative and untamed spirit. In addition to his trident and horses, Poseidon was often accompanied by a retinue of sea creatures and deities. The Nereids, a group of sea nymphs, were his loyal attendants, embodying the beauty and mystery of the ocean. Triton, Poseidon's son and herald, was often depicted blowing a conch shell to calm or stir the waves. These beings, both divine and mythical, added to the richness and complexity of Poseidon's realm. Poseidon's trident and his powers are a reflection of the multifaceted nature of the sea itself. The ocean can be calm and serene, providing sustenance and beauty, but it can also be fierce and unforgiving, unleashing its fury without warning. Poseidon's dual nature as both protector and destroyer is a reminder of the delicate balance that governs the natural world and the eternal struggle between order and chaos. As we continue to explore the myths and legends of Poseidon, we will uncover more stories that reveal the depth and complexity of his character. His trident, a symbol of his power and authority, serves as a reminder of the immense influence he wielded over the sea and the earth. Poseidon's legacy is one of strength, resilience, and the enduring mystery of the ocean's depths. Poseidon's presence looms large in Greek mythology, appearing in numerous myths and stories that highlight his complex character and multifaceted role. As one of the principal deities of the Greek pantheon, Poseidon's influence extended far and wide, shaping the lives of mortals and gods alike. One of the most famous stories involving Poseidon is the contest between him and Athena for the patronage of Athens. This tale not only showcases Poseidon's power, but also his competitive spirit and the intricate relationships among the gods. The gods and goddesses gathered on the Acropolis to witness the challenge, each eager to see who would win the favor of the city's inhabitants. Poseidon, with his characteristic flair for drama, struck the ground with his trident, causing a saltwater spring to gush forth. This spring was a symbol of naval power, reflecting Poseidon's dominion over the seas and his ability to provide the city with maritime strength. However, the water was salty and unsuitable for drinking, a detail that would prove crucial in the outcome of the contest. Athena, in contrast, offered a more practical and enduring gift. She planted an olive tree, a symbol of peace, prosperity, and sustenance. The olive tree provided wood, oil, and food, making it an invaluable resource for the people of Athens. The city's inhabitants, recognizing the long-term benefits of Athena's gift, chose her as their patron deity. This decision was a significant moment in Greek mythology, highlighting the values and priorities of ancient Greek society. Despite losing the contest, Poseidon's connection to Athens remained strong. The city continued to honor him with temples and festivals, recognizing his vital role in their maritime endeavors. The story of the contest between Poseidon and Athena serves as a reminder of the gods' influence on human affairs and the delicate balance of power among the deities. Poseidon's involvement in the Trojan War is another example of his significant role in Greek mythology. As one of the gods who supported the Greeks, Poseidon's actions were pivotal in the outcome of the conflict. His presence on the battlefield was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, as he used his powers to aid the Greek forces and unleash havoc upon their enemies. However, Poseidon's support for the Greeks was not without complications. The gods were notoriously fickle, and their allegiances could shift as the war progressed. Poseidon's relationship with the other deities, particularly Hera and Athena, who also supported the Greeks, added layers of intrigue and tension to the divine dynamics of the war. Poseidon's enmity with Odysseus is one of the most well-known aspects of his mythos. After the Greek hero blinded Polyphemus, Poseidon's son, the god of the sea vowed to make Odysseus's journey home as arduous as possible. This vendetta became the central conflict in Homer's epic poem, the Odyssey. For 10 long years, Poseidon pursued Odysseus across the seas, unleashing storms and obstacles at every turn. Odysseus's prolonged voyage was a testament to Poseidon's relentless pursuit of justice and retribution. The hero faced numerous challenges, from the enchantments of Circe and the allure of the sirens to the dangers of Scylla and Charybdis. Each obstacle was a manifestation of Poseidon's wrath, a reminder of the god's immense power and the consequences of incurring his anger. Poseidon's role in the myth of Theseus is another example of his influence on Greek heroes. Theseus, who is considered one of Poseidon's sons, embarked on numerous adventures that showcased his bravery and strength. Poseidon's support was evident in many of Theseus's endeavors, from his journey to Crete to defeat the Minotaur to his battles against various foes. In addition to his interactions with heroes and mortals, Poseidon played a crucial role in the natural world. His control over the seas and his ability to cause earthquakes made him a deity of immense significance to the ancient Greeks. Coastal communities, sailors, and fishermen all looked to Poseidon for protection and guidance. Temples dedicated to Poseidon were often built near the sea, serving as places of worship and refuge. One of the most famous temples dedicated to Poseidon is the Temple of Poseidon at Sounion, perched on a cliff overlooking the Aegean Sea. This magnificent structure was a testament to the reverence and respect that the ancient Greeks held for Poseidon. Sailors would offer sacrifices and prayers at the temple, seeking the god's favor for safe voyages and bountiful catches. The temple's strategic location, with its breathtaking views of the sea, made it a powerful symbol of Poseidon's dominion over the waters. The Isthmian Games, held every 2 years near Corinth, were another significant aspect of Poseidon's worship. These games, which featured athletic contests, horse races, and musical competitions, were dedicated to Poseidon and attracted participants from all over Greece. The Isthmian sanctuary was a center of worship and celebration, where Poseidon's influence was deeply felt. Poseidon's role in Greek mythology is a testament to the complexity and depth of his character. He was a god of immense power and influence, capable of both creation and destruction. His relationships with other gods, his interactions with heroes, and his control over the natural world all contributed to his enduring legacy. As we continue to explore Poseidon's myths and legends, we will uncover the many stories that reveal the richness and diversity of his character. From his fearsome wrath to his protective nature, Poseidon's legacy is a reflection of the timeless power and mystery of the sea. His influence continues to be felt in the myths and stories that have shaped our understanding of the ancient world. Poseidon's relationships were as tempestuous as the seas he ruled. As a god with immense power and influence, Poseidon's romantic entanglements and the resulting offspring are a significant aspect of his mythos. These relationships highlight the complexities of divine interactions and the far-reaching impact of Poseidon's lineage. Poseidon was married to Amphitrite, a sea nymph and one of the 50 Nereids. Their union was a significant one, symbolizing the harmony and unity of the sea's various elements. Amphitrite, known for her beauty and grace, was initially reluctant to marry Poseidon. According to myth, she fled to the farthest reaches of the ocean to escape his advances. Poseidon, determined to win her heart, sent his loyal dolphin Delphinus to find her. Delphinus succeeded in persuading Amphitrite to return and marry Poseidon, and as a reward, Poseidon placed the dolphin among the stars as the constellation Delphinus. Poseidon's marriage to Amphitrite was marked by both harmony and complexity. Amphitrite was a devoted wife and queen, often depicted by Poseidon's side in his underwater palace. Despite their strong bond, Poseidon's numerous affairs with goddesses, nymphs, and mortals added layers of tension to their relationship. These affairs resulted in a myriad of offspring, each with their own unique stories and contributions to Greek mythology. One of Poseidon's most famous sons was Triton, a merman who served as Poseidon's herald. Triton was often depicted with the upper body of a man and the tail of a fish, blowing a conch shell to calm or stir the waves. Triton's role as Poseidon's messenger and enforcer made him a significant figure in the underwater realm. He inherited his father's power over the sea and played a crucial role in maintaining order in Poseidon's domain. Another notable offspring was the hero Theseus, who was considered one of Poseidon's sons. Theseus's adventures and heroic deeds were numerous, including his famous journey to Crete to defeat the Minotaur. Poseidon's support and guidance were evident in many of Theseus's endeavors, from his successful navigation of the labyrinth to his battles against various foes. Theseus's lineage and connection to Poseidon added to his status as a legendary hero, embodying the strength and bravery associated with his divine father. Poseidon's offspring were not limited to heroic figures. He was also the father of Polyphemus, the Cyclops who terrorized Odysseus and his men. Polyphemus, a fearsome giant with a single eye, lived on the island of Sicily and herded sheep. His encounter with Odysseus, as recounted in Homer's The Odyssey, is one of the most famous episodes in Greek mythology. After being blinded by Odysseus, Polyphemus called upon his father, Poseidon, to avenge him. This act set off a chain of events that led to Odysseus's prolonged and perilous journey home, highlighting Poseidon's role as both protector and avenger. Poseidon's relationships with mortals often resulted in offspring with unique and sometimes monstrous traits. Charybdis, the monstrous whirlpool, was another of Poseidon's children. Charybdis's insatiable hunger for the sea's waters created treacherous conditions for sailors, reflecting the dangers and unpredictability of Poseidon's domain. Her presence, along with that of Scylla, created one of the most famous nautical hazards in Greek mythology. The story of Pegasus, the winged horse, is another fascinating aspect of Poseidon's lineage. Pegasus sprang from the blood of Medusa when she was slain by Perseus. This magnificent creature, known for its strength and beauty, became one of the most enduring symbols of Greek mythology. Pegasus's ability to soar through the skies added a celestial dimension to Poseidon's influence, connecting the sea god to the heavens. Poseidon's relationships extended to other deities and mythical beings, further intertwining his legacy with the broader tapestry of Greek mythology. His affair with the goddess Demeter resulted in the birth of Despoina, a mysterious deity associated with the Eleusinian mysteries. Poseidon's union with the nymph Theseus produced the fearsome cyclops Polyphemus, adding to the diversity of his offspring. Poseidon's interactions with other gods often reflected the complex dynamics of the divine realm. His relationship with Athena, for example, was marked by both rivalry and mutual respect. The contest for the patronage of Athens was a significant event that highlighted the gods' influence on human affairs and their competitive nature. Despite losing the contest, Poseidon's continued presence in Athens and his role in the city's maritime endeavors underscored the enduring significance of his relationship with Athena. Poseidon's romantic entanglements and the resulting offspring were not always harmonious. His affair with the mortal woman Tyro resulted in the birth of Neleus and Peleus, two sons whose destinies were fraught with conflict and tragedy. Tyro, the granddaughter of Poseidon's brother Hades, was loved by the river god Enipeus. Poseidon, disguised as Enipeus, seduced Tyro, leading to the birth of her two sons. This deception and its consequences added a layer of complexity to Poseidon's relationships and the impact of his actions on the mortal world. Poseidon's relationships and offspring are a testament to the interconnectedness of the divine and mortal realms in Greek mythology. His numerous affairs and the resulting progeny highlight the complexities of his character and the far-reaching influence of his lineage. From heroic figures like Theseus to monstrous beings like Polyphemus and Charybdis, Poseidon's children embodied the diverse and often contradictory aspects of his power. As we continue to explore the myths and legends of Poseidon, we will uncover more stories that reveal the depth and complexity of his relationships and the enduring legacy of his offspring. Poseidon's influence on the natural world, his interactions with other gods, and his romantic entanglements all contribute to the richness of his mythos and the timeless appeal of his character. Poseidon's temples were often located in coastal cities and towns, reflecting the sea god's vital role in the lives of those who depended on the ocean. These temples were centers of worship and community life, where rituals and ceremonies were conducted to honor Poseidon and seek his protection. Festivals dedicated to Poseidon, such as the Poseidonia, were celebrated with great enthusiasm, featuring processions, sacrifices, and feasting. The Poseidonia, a festival held in various coastal regions, was a time of communal celebration and worship. During this festival, people would gather to honor Poseidon with offerings and sacrifices, seeking his favor for calm seas and prosperous fishing. The festival also included athletic competitions, music, and dance, reflecting the vibrant cultural life of the ancient Greeks. The Poseidonia served as a reminder of the deep connection between the people and the sea, and the importance of Poseidon's benevolent presence in their lives. In addition to grand temples and public festivals, Poseidon's worship also took place in more intimate settings. Coastal villagers and fishermen often made small shrines and altars to Poseidon, offering daily prayers and sacrifices. These personal acts of devotion highlighted the widespread reverence for Poseidon and the reliance on his protection and favor in daily life. Poseidon's influence extended beyond the physical structures of his temples and the rituals performed within them. He was also venerated through art and literature, with countless sculptures, paintings, and literary works dedicated to his mythos. Poseidon's image, often depicted with his trident and accompanied by sea creatures, was a common motif in Greek art, symbolizing his power and dominion over the sea. Poseidon's legacy endures through the ages, his mythos woven into the fabric of Greek culture and beyond. He represents the power and unpredictability of the sea, a force that can both nurture and destroy. His stories remind us of the ancient Greeks' reverence for nature and their understanding of its dual nature, capable of great beauty and immense devastation. Even today, Poseidon's name evokes the majesty of the ocean and the mysteries that lie beneath its surface. He is a testament to the enduring power of myth and the timeless appeal of stories that explore the human condition through the lens of the divine. Poseidon's influence extends far beyond the boundaries of ancient Greece. His legacy can be seen in various aspects of modern culture, from literature and art to popular media and folklore. The enduring appeal of Poseidon's myths reflects the timeless fascination with the sea and its many mysteries. In literature, Poseidon's presence is felt in countless works that explore the themes of power, adventure, and the unknown. From the epic tales of Homer to contemporary novels and films, Poseidon's character continues to inspire and captivate audiences. His portrayal varies from a formidable and vengeful deity to a wise and benevolent protector, reflecting the multifaceted nature of his mythos. Poseidon's influence is also evident in art, where his image has been a source of inspiration for artists throughout the ages. Ancient sculptures and mosaics often depicted Poseidon in scenes of grandeur and power, wielding his trident and commanding the seas. These artistic representations have been echoed in Renaissance paintings, neoclassical sculptures, and modern art, each capturing different aspects of Poseidon's character and his connection to the sea. Poseidon's influence extends to folklore and maritime traditions as well. Sailors throughout history have invoked Poseidon's name in rituals and superstitions, seeking his protection and favor. The practice of offering a coin to the sea before a voyage, known as a tribute to Poseidon, is a modern continuation of ancient customs, reflecting the enduring respect for the god of the sea. In addition to his cultural impact, Poseidon's legacy can be seen in the names of geographical features and phenomena. Oceans, seas, and coastal regions often bear names derived from Poseidon, underscoring his association with the natural world. The planet Neptune, named after the Roman counterpart of Poseidon, further highlights the god's influence on our understanding of the cosmos. In academic circles, Poseidon's myths continue to be a subject of study and interpretation. Scholars analyze his stories to understand the cultural, historical, and psychological significance of ancient Greek mythology. Poseidon's complex character, with his capacity for both creation and destruction, offers rich insights into the human condition and our relationship with nature. The legacy of Poseidon also lives on in religious and spiritual practices. Some modern pagan and neo-pagan traditions honor Poseidon as part of their pantheon, invoking his power and protection in rituals and ceremonies. These practices reflect a continued reverence for Poseidon's influence and the timeless appeal of his mythos. Poseidon's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of mythology and its ability to resonate with people across different cultures and eras. His stories, rich with symbolism and meaning, continue to captivate and inspire, reminding us of the timeless themes of power, adventure, and the mysteries of the natural world. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the myths and legends of Poseidon. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the life and legacy of one of Greek mythology's most powerful and enigmatic gods. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mythstory and Legends for more thrilling tales from the ancient world. Until next time, may the winds be at your back and the seas calm under your keel. Farewell.